Thank you very much. Welcome back to this aristocratic channel of ours. This channel is called MATRIC+NATED Specialist. And here we are to share the very important message pertaining to communication, module 6, which is part 2, students, pertaining to the test series and examinations, whereby you are to complete and ensure that you are hitting the subscription button and ensure that you are sharing to those who are concerned. Without wasting any time, we've got one of the most again. And then we are saying that this is the meeting documentation in terms of the content coverage. We are saying that in the meeting, the formal meeting cannot just be entailed or cannot just be held without the parts. I'm talking of the notice. Remember, informal or informal. So we must make sure that we have notices which they are formal and is distributed. What is there sent to fewer recipient or receivers. Remember that will indicate the time and will indicate the venue that is taking place. Okay, and then we have some other important of us, and then we have that number 2. So a definite of items for this will include an agenda. You'll say number 1, this is an attendance register. So we are saying that all people that are present and whom are absent, they will have this register. Those are absent will mark absent, and those are present will sign for present. And then we've got what we call apologies. Apologies are the group of people or people whom cannot attend their meeting due to various reasons, which can be unforeseen circumstances. And then let us talk about welcoming and prayer and welcoming and opening. We are saying that this member will then welcome the members, and that is what we call the chairperson of the meeting, and there will be minutes of the previous meeting which are going to be read, and they are going to be read by the secretary. And then we are saying that the matters that are arising, these are the matters that they must be discussed, and they are new to the business. And then we are saying the new business must also be taken in content to ensure that there is an expand now in the business. And then let us talk about the general or other businesses. This is your own opinions. And then we are talking about the date of the next meeting. The closure, it is agenda of the meeting, and that it can be for 15 marks. This again, we are having what we call the following. Here in this instinct, they are structured according to the items of the agenda. Number 2, good language is used. Giving essential information. So when we're talking about essential information, we mean of the important information. And then when we are moving on, we are to see that the third person and the past tenses are used. Remember that the secretary must be a good writer as well. And then let us talk about the indirect speech that are being used. They must also form part of the panel, and the tone, it must be neutral and it must be formal. And then it can be for a maximum of 10 marks. And then if ever we are moving on again, let us ensure that we anticipate and discuss the notices, agenda, and minutes of various meetings. So we are saying here, meetings may be held every week or fortnightly or monthly or in quarterly, which is in 3 months, or biannually. And then, or we are saying that twice in a year. And then we are saying annually. And then let us talk about various meetings. They include number 1, what we call the regular or the frequent meeting. Number 2, let us talk about the annual meeting, the word annual. And then we've got the special general meeting, whereby now there will be a meeting. All people will meet under a certain task that has to be discussed. And then we are talking about the committee meeting. It is to improve. And then we've got the management, whereby meeting they will be discussed in ensuring that there's a change in the business enterprise. So we are saying that it can be in the maximum of 10 marks. And sure, when you are hitting this channel, you are sharing to those who are asking the relevant questions on our comment section. At MATRIC+NATED Specialist, have a good night, and then ensure that you refer back to the videos which are recorded.